Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope people have been enjoying their week so far. Thursday means it's Thinky Thursday, which means more puzzle games. Hopefully today will be a fun one. What I have lined up today is funny story, actually. Oh dear lord, that's too big. There we go. Today is Elfie a sand plan. Let me just put the music up just a bit more. There we go. And the funny story behind Elfie a sand plan is that I played the demo on stream a while ago. I forget if it was before or after my switch from YouTube to Twitch. But I made the egregious mistake of not making sure that it was displayed on stream when I played it. It was like the third game of the night for me at the time. So I played the entire demo to a black screen for someone who was watching it. So we are fixing that today. And it definitely, OBS has actually completely cooperated with me so far, which is great to see. So yeah, I say it's time for us to get into Elfie a sand plan. How do I progress? There we go. Let's get you ready. First, pick the language. Oh, of course, English. Confirm. Decord. In French alors. We're just kidding. How would you like the game to look? Hello? Oh, hang on. Filter intensity. What's this? Oh, we can actually make it look like we're on an old CRT screen. That's hilarious. I'm going to go to lowest filter just so that we're seeing the game in all its nice clarity. Fine-tune things more in the display options. The grid show. When you move sand around, to play how you prefer. Persists. Grid will stay around the last block placed. You know what? We'll go with the default. Yeah, we'll go with the default. So the concept of this game is you are building sandcastles based on plans. The thing is, the plans are all in 2D, and you are expected to build a 3D castle. Oh. There it goes. I had to make a few clicks. So yeah, it's a puzzle game. Again, Thinky Thursday, we always like our puzzle stuff. So the basics should be pretty straightforward here. You'll see how this goes. Sandcastle Prodigy, thank you again for last time. I'm happy to see you again. Oh, does it remember that I have the demo on here? Build some more sandcastles. Happy to help. Yippee! We'll start off easy just in case. So front view, you've got just 3 squares. And we can actually do this wherever we want. As you can see, I've staggered them out. Looking good. Poke me again when you're done. Perfect. One more time. Next, please. So, okay, we've got some new shapes to work with now, which will be fun. So let's put something in here. I gotta make that work out. As you can see, you end up stacking things together. You have to make sure they all work. Another one, another one. Things get interesting when you start building, when you get multiple views you have to account for. And actually, here's something fun. We're gonna do... something silly here. Because you can build whatever you want. as long as it matches the view you need. So I could do this if I wanted to. As long as I do this. I can even do that. And we can't really rotate this from what I can remember. But yeah, you can have a lot of freedom with how you build. Again, until you get more views to work out with. Oh, hang on. I just remembered one thing. I've got my Pokemon thing going that I need to make sure I have well. Apologies in advance if we get a short echo for a moment. Okay, that worked. Get my extension going. Okay. So for the Pokemon game that I have in chat, you can always just sign up, catch whatever you want. Okay, I have all of the weekly things done. I don't need to worry about necessarily doing anything today. It was tough this week because you had to get a lot of fire-type Pokemon to Wonder Trade, and fire types aren't super common. So if you want to Wonder Trade them, that's rough. We'll do that, and that'll look good from either view. They're doing a lot more just front view things than they used to. Hang on a minute. I think we're gonna need some help here. I'm gonna actually just put some other random things in there. There we go. So right click gives you a rotate. Doesn't look like you can really rotate much else. Side view now, okay. Well, we're gonna break the system and do front view and side view identical. So we've got side view. Now we're just gonna build it up. Whoop, nope, do that, thank you. I should have built from the back first if I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Alright, now we're gonna be silly. Keep building. Okay, this will be interesting. So we've got... So these two from side view should look identical. So we're just going to run with that. We need to rotate you. There we go. And you do not need rotating. I'll do a little guy with this up front. Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting. Alright, we're gonna go all the way to the back of the map here. I'm not sure I like the controls here, but it works. Oh, hello. Alright, we're just gonna be our little sillies. Actually, let's be really silly. We're gonna build this up so that it looks just crazy. Hello? Oh, it's not fitting on top of that one. Okay, hang on. Interesting. Alright. But if we do this now, it fits. Which means this probably won't fit. Yeah, it won't. Alright. Oh, you can actually just click them on the... when they're already placed. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I did not know that. Alright, we're gonna make everything actually look proper here. There. I'm already learning some things. Okay. Front view. I'm building this the way I want to, dang it. Good network, looks good. What do you want to do now? So all these first ones are pretty simple and straightforward. We're just gonna run through everything needed. You kind of want to build from the back corner out, or back corner forward is usually the best way to do that. Oh, front view. Okay, so we've got that. There we go. Going simple for now until we get the more complex stuff. Side view. Alright, so that, and that. There's no directionality to any of these things at the moment. No rotating needed. Makes it straightforward enough. Okay, I really want to get to the multi-view stuff soon. Come on, Elfie, give me something. Oh, Elfie! Oh! Alright, so this is interesting because we need to get that second square tall in the middle, and I'm not... Oh, front view, never mind. Okay, we got front view going. Alright. I was thinking side view for a moment. I think we're gonna need to use these. Oh, no! Hang on. I realize now. This is a nice support. It gives a flat support that we can use there. Which means same thing for these, doesn't it? Alright, so you have to get the physics of your things proper. Alright. Already a little bit trickier because of the limited pieces they got. So we don't have any limits on our pieces right now. So we should be able to do everything with just the basic cubes that we need. You can go there. You can go there. Yeah, just the real basics. But that one we did a moment ago. Oh, this one, well, we've got all the pieces we need. It's not going to be that hard. I don't think. I say that. We gotta make sure we actually follow through. But we're being as simple as we can. Alright, so got little columns. Alright. The difference between the little columns, the flat columns, and the cubes won't matter until we get multi-view stuff to worry about. When we do get multi-view stuff, things will be a little bit more interesting. But until we get there, we'll be pretty straightforward. What level are we? It doesn't even tell us what level we're on yet. I want to know when we're going to get to the multi-view. I wonder if I can pop out and do a level select in a moment here. And I'm being really simple with these solves for the moment because I'm trying to go through quickly. As I said in some of the very early stuff, you saw me being really silly with some of these designs. I'm not being silly right now because I want to be challenged. Come on, Elfie. So we'd start off slow. Next ones are also a bit of a warm-up. Alright. Why not? Unlocked polka dots? Wait, what is this? Oh, is that just her outfit? Oh, now we've got multi-view. Awesome. So this is one where this pattern that we did earlier works out better. And we skip the question at the end, but just for new levels. Yes, please. Change it back. It's in the options here. Let's do the next one. Alright, so let's see if we can just start off with the basics here. So from the front, we need... That should do there, yes. Middle will be fine like that, and then reversed again. Oh. There we go. Keep building. Ooh, okay, so front view, we're using everything but the middle column. Side view, we're going down the centers. Okay, so let's... You know, I'm going to give just the base for all of that, because we can, so that I know what I'm building off of. This gives me options. So from the front view, we need something like this. Okay. Wait, side view, so we need you. And now we can have these just be whatever they need to be in the background. Well, not whatever they need to be. We can't place them on the first layer because they would be showing. So let's put them back here. There we go. Let's go. Thinking Games Thursday, yes. I like having all this stuff, and welcome in Ryu. Hope you've had a good week so far. I think this one I can get away with a very simple on the ground setup. Front view. We can do this. Got it. Easy enough. Hope you've had a good week, Ryu, so far. Hope you enjoy the 3D thinking we're doing. Different hint modes. Change that in the game options. I don't need any hints at the moment. Ooh, okay, so this one, I think we need to use these on the edges. Now, we don't need to have a lot of stuff in the middle. We can get away with just that. Now, of course, they probably intended to have it fully filled out, but, you know, we're speedrunning if we can. Cousin's graduation next week. Oh, that should be fun. Oh, we've got a hint here. Let's not use the hint yet. All right, side view and front view are all little things, so we're going to, again, build our way out. Front view. Let's do everything in the back first so that we know we have it. You know what? What am I looking at here? I just need... I only need these, I think. And we can set... Oh, that's not going to work. Let's do that. Now that can go there. Put this on top. Oh, nope. Okay, so that view probably more needs to go here. We'll do that. We do need you back there. Awesome, that's better. Do that. Now we can build this up front. And that works. All right, so side view, front view. I think we can't do that. Let's do Build this, this, and that. We do need to get a triangle up behind this, I think, so we'll do that. No, okay. Let's need that back one. We'll put the triangle there. We need the stairs here. There we go. That's a bit better. Now, I have backed myself into a corner here. Let's do this. Can you come forward? Nope. Let's get you out of the way. Get there. Okay. That's better. Right. What I need to be doing is thinking about the unique stuff, because that turret thing, only thing on the third row, so we needed to have that set up properly. What's unique here? We've got 2 in the top row. Okay, so these triangles can always just completely match those squares, so we're okay there to start with. Side view needs someone hiding out and back. Then front view, we can have this. Now we do need to build the front view up. So now the side view, we just need more things kind of in the way of the front view, which we can... I'm doing weird things with. Oh, this is frustrating. There we go, let's do that. And now from the side, we can do this. That there. That there. That works. Don't forget to take breaks, but I'm good. Now, when I did the demo version of this, I think there were only like 16 levels, and I blasted through them in half an hour. We're about at the half-hour mark already, so we're getting close. I'm gonna be a little artistic with this. Oh, we need one more in the back. Alright. Let's make sure that turret is there. Now we need another turret. Oh. Ah, okay. Do this. Then this. No. Yes. Actually, we can do that. Side view needs... Hang on. Have to put this up there. Not in one of these middle columns, or even numbered columns, because that would mess that up. But we can do this. That looks kind of fun. I'm glad it's making us think now. Although, okay, this front view... Oh, we've got round columns now. Okay. Again, let's do what I did earlier and build from the back first. Easy enough with the rounds. Okay. Side view. Nothing complicated with these yet. I say yet, importantly. I do like how the cones project as triangles in the views. Oh, hello! Front view. I'm going to use cubes to round things out, because I want to. Actually, what I just said made no sense. I'm using the cubes so that everything is smooth together. Where the wall is mostly supposed to be solid, I like using cubes. Even though we can get away with using our columns. Now that's an interesting shape. It's the rotated version of this, which is actually quite nice to have. We don't need it yet, but I'm sure we will quite soon. And it's not here at the moment, so that's a front view. I wish there was a faster way to rotate these when you got the other direction you're worried about. Alright, we've only got rounds to work with, front and side view, but it's completely symmetric. So we are going to do my diagonal strat, because we can. And it would have worked on either diagonal. Okay, now here's interesting. So, let's try to get this top triangle first. Front view, it's got a square on one side and a thin on the... It looks square at the base on the front and thin at the base on the side. Well, we can't accomplish that easily. Oh, wait. That would go here. And we can do that. Side, okay, so this is the column that we are concerned about. So we've got this. We need something squarer in front of it, so that will be... that might not be what we want. We've got that set up now. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that might not be what we need. Because... Okay, hang on. I think this turret absolutely has to be where it is. There's no question about that. We're going to trash the rest of this for the moment. Wait, no. Wait, how did we get the full square in the front view just a moment ago? Why did that not work? That doesn't look square at the moment, but it does here. I don't understand why that suddenly matches without that. That's actually kind of weird. I don't get it. But we need to keep moving. So our front view, we need just the triangle, and then it has to hide in the side view somehow. Which it can hide there. It can also hide here if we put this somewhere like that. And we can always just do this. So actually, hang on. I'm wondering. Again, I mentioned earlier working back to front is a good way to start. I wonder if putting just some columns in, just to hide everything that we don't necessarily need. This is where we can build. So now in this second row, we can do something like this. No, we can't. Okay, let's put, so we need to put the roundy thing over here and like nothing behind it, but then do this. No. How do we get that turret in that? Hang on. Get the turret here. We just put something else behind it. The turret now looks good. Because I think we can put this here. We can put one turret here. One turret in back here. Another column here. Column here. Whoa, okay, we got it. That is somewhat insane, and I'm still not sure exactly how I managed that all out. Let's take a closer look. Whoa! Just as I thought. It's perfect. Elfie just remembered. She bought her camera. Feel free to use it. We can do a camera mode? Hang on. Let me think. Oh. Retry, level select, and next. I can't do the... Alright, let's go to level select as good we can here. Wow, I've blasted through a lot of those. More basics. Okay, so we got through the basics and more basics. We've almost done 40 things so far. Ooh, okay, hang on. Front view and side view look almost identical, except for we'll need this to account for the square in the side view. Alright, so where are our columns gonna be? Alright, first off, we've got someone there, which means the columns that we are ultimately going to build out have to be here. So we want you and you for sure. Over here is where we can do you, and then our triangle friend right there. So the crazy thing that we have to worry about is what's going on lower down. That works okay. That works okay. Oh, we don't have any actual squares, do we? So what we need to do, something like this, like that. And then we need to hide. Oh, that also works as a square thing, doesn't it? Yeah, I could have. I didn't need these at all. Yeah, and I don't need these now either. So I think that's the minimum blocks that work for this one. Mind you, take breaks, drink some water, and possibly unshrimp. Thank you, Elfie. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward. It is symmetric across the two views. Not symmetric, it is identical across the two views. So... actually being identical across the two views makes these diagonals harder to pull off. So let me do this and this. Because now I can do this. That. I need to get those on the other side, don't I? Hang on. Let's get rid of these. Let's move these around. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you. That was annoying. And we'll get one. Hang on. I can do these properly. All this rotating is really getting to me. Alright. There. Now we got it. Another one. Alright, we've got our... probably need to do just the exact same thing that we did as last time. Set up a central cross in the middle. Then start to build out this stuff. Put that on top. There we go. Up for another. Ooh, fun stuff, fun stuff. Okay. What I'm seeing immediately is that we can create just a square in the middle here. And then we need to get around the other sides. So in the side view, let's just do this. On the front view, we need something like that. We need another square on this side, so let's do this. Now, on the side view, we're really only building much more here, and not much else. So we can do this. Like that. And then we can, yes. I probably could have used fewer blocks. In fact, I can guarantee using fewer blocks, I can immediately get rid of those two if I wanted to. Twice as tall as Elfie. You've got the hang of things. Let's add one more dimension. Oh, here we go. 3D build. Classical green. Okay. I was wondering, Elfie has a hard time to tell for humans, but are you a boy or a girl? Does it matter? Secret third thing, magical fourth thing. I mean, I'm a boy. Just letting Elfie know. Top view. Now we could build this as tall as we want, but this is all we need in the top view. Making a smiley face. One more time. Hello. Oh, hang on, hang on. Alright, we need squares. Now, we can make these squares out of many different things. We actually probably could have used most of that stuff to make squares. In fact, you know what? We will. Let's just do a full row of should be square things all across the bottom. Perfect. One more time. Start mixing. Oh, hello. Alright, now here's where the rounded things fall out of favor. This is a square. And that's like one of the only ones. And this is, again, we're building out of the back first. We'll save you a lot of harm. I think you are also technically round like that. Yes. And actually, you are as well. So I could have used you in one of those two spots. I could use you. Yeah, there's plenty we could have done there. Alright. Ooh, what are you? What the heck? Oh, you're a sideways triangle thing. You are as well, but you are square. Oh, I see. You want to do this, don't you? How was your... Okay. Okay. It's awkward. But it works. And here's the thing, again, squares. We have several square options. Like this piece functions as a square. So we can make this look really weird. Yeah, let's go. Crosses. Alright, so here's where we get the fun stuff of really building weird things. Let's get the corners set first. Most of the corners, I should say. And here's where we're going to have a little bit more fun with things. And how are we going to build a square? Can we stack these on top of each other to make the square? We can. Okay, awesome, awesome. I didn't really want to do that just yet. But we can do that now. Alright, and that's where stacking matters. Alright. What squares do or don't we have? So that's a square... What are you? Oh, okay, you are square from two sides and triangle from above. You are... Oh, so hang on. So we've got equilateral triangle from the top, right triangle from the side, and square from the other side. All of these are going to matter. All of these are going to matter. Actually, can you... Wait, what are you? No, you're still equilateral from... Okay, you are right triangle from the side view. We need right triangle from the top view. That's only you. That's only you can do right triangle from the top. We could try to stack pieces to make the squares. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to let the squares be... Now these, as we said, can do our pointies, as can these, which I should have placed first. There we go. Oof. Alright, what do we got here? We're just gonna go simple. I'm not feeling like being super creative with this one. Doesn't call for it, so I'm not gonna force it. Alright. Yee! We'll let you know the sandbox mode is... Oh, sandbox mode! That'll be fun. Alright. Is there anything we need to be creative with here? There is nothing we need to be creative with here. So we're just going to run through. This thing. Now, it would be smoother, I guess, if we were making these. You know what? We'll pander a little bit to the architects in the room to make that transition smoother. You know what? We'll even go all the way around. Why did I rotate that? I didn't need to rotate that. Now, unfortunately, we have to do these up front. So it looks a little weird in that sense, but... Let's take a break. How far are we now? We're on 309. Alright, let's see if we can get all the way... Let's see, from above... Into practice. Oh, good lord, we're not even into practice yet. One more unit. Oh, we've got so much to do, y'all. No, we'll go full size here, because those are all kind of connected, and that makes sense to me. We need a pointy point. Y'all. We need a square in top-down view. That'll be you. Would anything else do square in top-down? We could have stacked two of these on top of each other. Alright, now we've got something a little more interesting. So... we're gonna need some stacks. Like so. And so. So. We need someone back here. You know what? Now we're gonna do circled things. Rounded things. Actually, we don't even need a ton of them, just these. No, we do need one more, don't we? There we go, those are all set. Now we only need two little triangles, and I can only use one. I only need one. Ooh, hello. Okay. Let's start off with the squares we need. And these actually don't need to be squares. We can do these sorts of things. And then be cheeky. I like it. Now in the middle, we've got these sorts of things. Now, over here. We need a square on top of that. Get. Come on, there we go. We need a square on top of that. Why am I not building from the back like I said I would? Alright. Oh, hello. Well, that's not too hard. Let's just build exactly what we're seeing here. Now, We do need to have this little guy in the middle. And that probably would have been wrong if I put a square in there. Now we just need to put 2 triangles anywhere. Let's do that. Could have done that. You know what? Let's wait. Let's do it on the corners. There we go. Continue. Hello? Hello? Alright, so we're gonna make this big column be dead center in the piece. Otherwise... That's gonna be weird. Let's put these in where it seems like that's helpful. Actually... Oh, that actually helps. So this is where we've got... Okay. I was worried that we were doing just kind of the square. There were square from 2 sides, square from above, square from the side, and right from one side. But this is right from 2 sides. So then it's not actually giving a square top-down projection to screw everything else up. So that's nice to see. And we're going to need them for hiding in front of and behind these stairs that we're going to be building. We need this, yes, and that. Now we're just going to build that for the moment, because we don't really have a lot of square things. Alright, so we need a square view from the front. And so we're just going to stack one of these in, because nothing else gives us a square view from the sides. Which then means we pop this on, and we finish with that. Oh, it's not looking correct. Okay. We need to stack that. Okay, that works better. There we go. We'll keep going here. Alright, front view. So, at the far right and far left, we're putting these sorts of things just kind of in the middle. Then, top-down views is easy on those, with this kind of hiding right there. And we can put one of these here, I say. Now we need another square-looking something. Wait, how are we going to project... Oh, you. Square from above does that. Otherwise, now let's redo that. And then this goes over here. Awesome. Alright. Okay, we've got smiley face from the top. Oh, it's a side view, it's not the front view. Okay, that makes things easier. Alright, so... Awesome, build from the back first. Now, coming into here, we need 2 little circles. And we do need to build up a little bit, so we'll build up a little bit to get that done. Now we need a nice circle in the middle, but not at the base. So we need to go up to do that. Now, top view says this. And we need to hide a upright. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, we do need to hide an upright. Are you gonna work there? You do. Interesting. Very interesting. Up for another. Alright. Alright, so the side view, this very back row, this entire back row. No, back row is here. Hang on. Okay, so we'll start doing that. Next up, just a bunch of squares. Now we can put whatever we want on top of these, including building upwards. Let's just try to get the base layer done. There are probably some of these that I can ignore, but base layer done. And actually, so now we can just build this whatever from the middle however we want. That's not right. This is right. Where are we? 317. Okay, continue. So this one should be 318. Now we still need to put some squares in, but in a way that doesn't ruin the profile. So we're going to do that. Now from here, side view, top view, these are what we think I want. Yes. Now, we can do whatever we want inside here. So I think I'm going to do this. Got a big round thing there. And I'm going to build the exact same thing we kind of started with. I rotated it too much. Get rotated, nerd. Gotta do our triangle. Do that. Do this. And now we do these as we started with. It leaves that. Leaves that. Alright, next. So I think we're at level 19 now? Ooh, okay. So for the side view, like each of these, the second and fourth rows from the top have to have that sloping profile. So that means like that. Yes. And then this is necessary here and here. Alright, next up, just a bunch of squares. I think we can get away with that. And then mirror what we just did on this side. Now, somewhere down the middle here, we just need to plunk one of these guys and one of these guys. Alright, I think this is now level 20. Oh, hello. So everything has to be in one of these, so top side, hang on, top. We're going to start just by placing everything that we need. We'll worry about the squareness of the columns as we go up. So you need this. No, side view. Hang on. So it'll be those two. Which means we can do this. That is now correct. That is now correct. That column is really getting hidden, so let's do this out of the way for a moment. We need you to do this. Thank you. You do this, and then this. And you can do this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Elfie's very impressed. We're definitely ready for some more intricate builds. Alright, let's do a couple of these, but then we'll move on to a different game, I think. Unlock Polka Lights. Oh, the music changed. Hello. Alright, we've got a front view. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna be a little doing this. You are gonna need... We're gonna hide everyone back here first. Just hold on a moment. We'll get you. Wait a minute. No. We're just going to do you and you. Round and up. Awesome. Can we set these on top of each other? We cannot. So you need to go away. We need you like that. Okay. So now we just need to build the front row in a way that looks square. And then these little guys. Awesome. Bossa Nozu. Not Bossa Nova. Bossa Nozu. Oh, I wonder... They teased us in French way at the beginning of the game. Is it called Bossa Nozu in French, not Bossa Nova? Okay, you know what? I'm clicking away from the game for a moment. I want to see if that's actually a term. Bossa Nozu? Hang on. If I go to the Bossa Nova Wikipedia page and switch languages... Nope, that doesn't do it. Is there anything else that... Is that just the song title that we're seeing and I'm overthinking this? I can very well be overthinking this. Continue. Forgot to mention, feel free to change the music. Here's the CD player. Another one. Another one! Holy, look at that top view! What the heck? Okay, so for the top view, we need to be alternating... Alright, hang on. First off, this. That. This. That. That is what's going on top. I think just about everything else... it's not going, it's not going. Alright, that means we need to get rid of all this again. There. Happy now? Let's get this over here. I need you to kind of hide in the middle. No, no, not you. Again, we need you again, don't we? Same thing. Okay, now that we've got that all built out, we can do this again. Huh. Now just build out the rest of the darn triangle. Oh, rotated too much. There we go. Perfect. What now? Next one. Just side view. all we care about here? Okay. That's all we care about. Well, let's do that. I see. And unfortunately, I've now backed myself into that corner. Got to do that again. This be weird. Wait, how do we get that triangle shape? Oh, there we go. That works. Interesting. Another one. Holy, okay. I shouldn't freak out too much about this. The front should be pretty easy to handle. It's when we get to the back. I think... Oh, okay, hang on a minute. So, if we need squares... I mean, let's do what we need to do first. Those are guaranteed. We can... Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to build these so that we can go up on each of them. So all we need to do is this. That is now set. Weird fashion, but it works. Alright, so now the next little row that we have here needs to be flat from the side view, and then square from the top view. So what we can do I'm making these things look weird, somewhat on purpose. Alright. Now we need these to get the right shape on this side. But beyond that... Oh, hang on a minute. That's interesting. Have to make that look very weird. But it works. It works! Okay. Alright, now from the side, we need something that looks like a square and can put something on top. Like so. We can do that. Alright! We did it! I want to tell you what to do, but we've been playing for a while now, and she hopes you take a break soon. Let's see. Do we need to take a break? Where are we in terms of levels? So, so we did 20, 40, 60. We've done 64 levels. You know what? I like the number 64. It is a very, very, very square number. So we will actually go there. So we've got resume, level select, sandbox, options, or exit. I wonder what other options there are. Default hints, colorless hints, no hints. Blueprint. Oh, okay. I see what it's a blueprint hint. It tells you when your items are looking good or not. So you can, I guess, play with no hints and you don't know if what your shapes are projecting properly. That definitely sounds more difficult. Whoa, there's a lot of options. Customized plans was dude. Wow, so much. Repeat hints, active, inactive, quick end, new levels, hold rotation, outline thickness, general audio display. That's okay. Anyway, so that's Elfie Sand Plan. We're gonna stop there. I think that's enough of that. I've just been kind of blasting through. I'm not sure how good stream content this is. And level 64, as I said, is a good place to stop. So we will exit out of Elfie Sand Plan and figure out what to play next.